Gifts that take. Trap of having to accept. The gift that takes is a silent manipulation that covertly arrives wrapped up nice and neat with a bow around it, easily making its way into our lives without question. This is because we all have been conditioned to always have to accept and be grateful of a gift that is given to us, regardless of who it is from or if we want it. If we were ever to choose not to accept a gift from someone because we don't want to, or we are simply honest after they give it to us in telling them that we don't like it, we are labeled a rude, inconsiderate person who is being abusive to the loving gifter. Witch hunts are formed by the masses against those who dare to dislike or deny the gift of another. Manipulating the stupid. It is such a practiced behavior to always accept gifts and express gratitude that we mindlessly teach our children to do the same or else. The one who rejects a gift offered is basically committing social suicide. The masses will look down upon and shun him for his or her arrogance and lack of gratitude. It's the accepted way of the world. But sometimes there's much more to a gift than what is revealed when it is unwrapped. The gift may mean far more to the gifter than the receiver. The power of that gift may not stop there. Time to pay the piper. The working components of the gift that takes is unnoticeable to adults and even more to children. It doesn't go bang when we open the box, and neither is it shoved covertly under the gift in the box. That's because the gift will take back later through the gifter, who may patiently wait for an extended period before initiating collection for the hidden debt. And even if the gift is forgotten, lost, or destroyed, it won't matter, because the fact that the gifter gave the gift will always exist in the gifter's head. It is an investment that the gifter can cash in on later. Give back, right? This type of manipulating gifter will mangle the gratitude of the person that he gifted into guilt, allowing him to insist on a return of the favor, possibly a favor that the receiver of the gift does not want to do. This could lead to the receiver doing something that he or she would never have even considered doing if he never would have accepted the gift. Predatory adults use this tactic on children and adults daily. Poison gifts. We must be cautious of who we accept gifts from, because we may be accepting an unagreed debt. Sadly, many people use the act of gifting to put others in debt to them and under their control. The secret debts created by gifters can stem from spending unwanted time with them to doing inappropriate deeds. Women and children are targeted with gifts by abusive predators who won't take no for an answer later. Even if the person that they target disagrees to what they want in return, this type of gifter will view the receiver's past acceptance of the gift as a payment from that which he is now owed for. He or she will justify using anger, rage, and force. And elaborating on that one, you hear me talk a lot about women who go out and accept drinks from men. Don't accept a drink from a man who you don't want to give your time to, you're not planning on at least engaging with, because there are predators out there, and when they buy you that drink, that's a gift, and you owe them. And a lot of assaults and attacks happen because the girl blows the guys off, or she doesn't want to go as far as he does. And he feels like, I paid for your drinks all night. I spent $500 on you. Or I bought your dinner tonight. You owe me. And it doesn't matter at that moment who's right or wrong. What matters at that moment when you got a predator like that is who's strong and who can force their will on the other. So keep that in mind when it comes just to accepting gifts and being so entitled and arrogant that we feel important because somebody's giving us stuff. All right? They're giving you stuff, and you're going to be giving something back later. Disrespect, credit. A more subtle but still harmful manipulation of the gifter that takes is an insistent return of loyalty. I personally have dealt with gifters who expected me to allow them to publicly belittle or humiliate me as payment. The debt that they secretly created without my permission was my payment of boosting their social status by saying things to me in front of others that they would never dare to say before. Of course, this never worked out for any of these manipulators. it actually turned things totally opposite for them so fast that it made their head spin. Very bad investment on their parts. And I've seen that, a person gifts you something expensive, or, give something to someone, or give something to you, and you see their whole attitude towards you changes. Now they feel like they have control of you. They can mistreat you in front of people, make you look like, excuse my language, you're their bitch in front of people, say words that they normally wouldn't say around you. So gifts are dangerous. When a person is gifting you, that can open that door also, that they can feel like they just put you beneath them, or they can do things and reveal things to you that are inappropriate, that they wouldn't have, because you owe them for that gift to allow them to misbehave around you now, because you accepted this gift from them. Road to hell paved with good intentions. The gift that takes has a reverse function that can activate when we are the gifter. We can innocently gift another person whose response to our gesture ends up as a trap for us. When we gift someone, the gesture could be taken wrong by them. They may assume that we mean the gift in a way that we don't, such as being attracted to them in a way that we aren't, wanting a commitment that we don't, apologizing for something that we aren't sorry for, trying to manipulate them somehow, or even insulting them in some way. Additionally, if the person that we gift is in an intimate relationship with another, he or she could take our gifting gesture as an inappropriate suggestion. Moreover, it can offend his or her partner. Therefore, we must always be attentive of our gifting procedures. Adjust to preserve the good. To assure that we never become one of the ones who corrupts the benevolent innocence of gifting, we should set rules for ourselves when dealing with gifts. Here are 10 rules of gifting that I use to keep myself proper when presenting presents. 10 rules for perfect gifting. Number 1, don't accept gifts from someone that I don't trust. Number 2, don't give gifts to someone that I don't trust. Number 3, don't gift associates who are in intimate relationships. Number 4, gift back the person who gifts me as soon as possible. Elaborating on number 4, so you give me a gift, you got something coming back, buddy. You're not going to have that over my head. Number 5, be honest about liking or disliking a gift. Never patronize or insult. So elaborating on number 5, I can remember one time, this pretty funny story. I was with my woman, and we went to her parents for Christmas. And her parents gave me a sweater, and it was not a sweater that I would wear. And so I said, "Oh, thank you guys." I said, "But I don't wear sweaters." So it came to, that's all I said, and I appreciate the gift, and we moved on. So it's time for us to leave, and I left the sweater. Well, the mother comes to me, and she said, "Hey, you're forgetting your sweater." I said, "Well, I don't want it. I'm not going to wear it, so I'll give it to somebody else." And my woman jumped on me in the car. She said, "Wow, why could you do that?" And I said, "Would you want me to lie to her and bring it here and throw it in the trash and waste it? Or be honest with her and tell her to take it back and let her give it to someone else?" And she said, "Well, you hurt her feelings." I said, "Well, I'm sorry if the truth hurt her feelings." I said, "But this is the truth. If she's going to buy a gift for me, it'd probably be better for her to find out what I want and what I like. And then she can get something that I like. And then she can give me a good gift that really I enjoy from her, instead of me lying and being fake to her and pretending it while she's wasting her money buying stuff that I'm going to throw in the trash." My woman looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you're so right." So from there, she sent her mom and said, "Hey, Jermaine likes sports water bottles, or, he can use tennis shoes. This is his size. Or he likes, this type of blah, blah, blah." And she told her things that we like. So now, and whiskey, And so the next time my birthday came, at my birthday, her mom was like, "Hey, we're throwing a birthday party for you. Get your butt here." "Yes, ma'am." I show up, and she's like, "Oh, here's your present." I'm like, "Oh, my boy, what is this?" And it was a bottle of expensive whiskey. I'm like, "Oh," and I went crazy. "Oh my God, I love this. Is awesome." And everybody's looking, and she was just turned red with happiness that she had made me happy. Now, if I had never been honest with her about what I didn't like, that door would have never opened. That's why they say the truth sets you free. Don't be a coward. Speak up nicely. And you see what I say there? Don't patronize or insult. I didn't say, "Ugh, this sweater's ugly, man. I don't wear sweaters. I'm a muscle-bound dude. I don't wear crap like that. Don't buy me anything like that again." And that's those people who claim to be honest. "Well, I'm an honest person," but no, you're You're a jerk is what that is. And when we behave like that, we're being a jerk. So we don't have to insult or patronize, but that right there allowed her. Now I'm looking forward to getting gifts from her every time we go there, because now she knows what I want, just as I know what she wants. So now when it's gifting time, we're both excited instead of like, oh my God, am I going to have to pretend to like this so everybody doesn't get mad at me and say I'm a rude, inconsiderate person because they bought me some garbage I don't want. Okay. Number 6. Don't pressure a response from the person that I gift. When I give someone something, I give it to them and I turn away and leave. I don't sit there and, all right, open it. What do you think? What can they say? I'm forcing them to have to say, oh yeah, I like it, even if they don't. I'm forcing them to be dishonest with me if they dislike it. So don't pressure them. Number 7, don't demand the opening of gifts. Let them do it if they want. Whenever I give somebody in a group, we have gift times, because I usually, won't gift the person in front of people. I hand it to them and I walk away. I don't tell them, open the gift right now. And I'm not forcing them. They may not want to open it in front of everybody because they may not like it. They may not want to give a bad response. They may not want to be fake and have to pretend like they like it. So I'm giving you the gift. It now belongs to you. So I can't tell you what to do with it. It is yours. I'm out of there. Number 8, never expect a return gift for gifting. If I decide to buy, my niece or my nephew a gold necklace or, a new $700 handguns that they can carry, for their safety, or some rims for their car, they do not owe me for that. I gave it to them. It's like I never even gave it to them. It's over. Once I hand it to them, the deed is done. They do not owe me anything back, and I cannot expect to receive something back. Even on a level of that little ungrateful son of a... I've been giving him or giving her stuff for the past 10 years. He ain't never gave me crap. We can't be like that. And it's easy to feel like that because sometimes we gift selfish people who don't think of anybody but themselves. And, we're gifting and giving them stuff. And they never even think of us and offer us anything. But we can't allow and weaponize and sully the benevolence of being a gift and giving a gift by ever using it for a reason to be angry at someone. The spirit of giving them that gift is pure, is happiness. We can't sully it by getting mad because we didn't get what we wanted from giving the gift. Okay. Number 9, gift privately. That's what I like to do. And allow the receiver to decide to reveal the gift or not. I personally like to do that. Unless it's a birthday party or something where the gifting is a part of the ceremony. If I have a gift for somebody, I give it to them when nobody's around. I say, oh, I got something for you. Here, I said, or hey, I left it in your car. Or hey, it's been in the back room whenever you feel like going for it. That's yours. I don't need to hear about it. It's all yours. And that's it. They don't need to tell me anything unless they have a question about it or they want to come to me and say, oh man, thanks for that. Okay. So gifting privately that's a good way to go. Now I don't gift children privately. Let me clarify that. I don't gift children or people who are in intimate relationships privately. If I'm gifting a child, first of all, I ask the parent if I have permission to gift that child. If they say yes, I say, I'd like you to be there. Because I don't want that child getting used to accepting gifts from an adult, even if it's me. I say, okay, we're here, hey, I got a gift for you. And their parents there saying, okay, so you get to accept this gift from Jermaine if you want to. All right, so that's something that I always try to do. And if it's somebody, even, a friend of mine or a student who's a girl who's got a husband or, somebody intimate like that, then I gift them through that person. Hey, I got a gift for my student, she's your wife, so I'd appreciate it if you're there when I give it to her. Or this is what I'm going to give to her. I just want to give you a heads up that when she comes to the dojo on her birthday, this is going to be happening. I'm going to have this for her. Is that okay with you? And he may say, no, I don't want you giving gifts to my wife. I say, okay, no problem. Well, can I give it to you and you just gift it to her from you? Don't even tell her it's from me. I just think it's something she may like. And then you guys, I just want her to have it. I don't care who she gets it from. Okay, sure, I can do that. Nah, I'd rather not. No problem. I have no problem. I would never gift her. Thank you, All right, number 10, never compete in gifting or compare gift values. That's one of the worst things to do. That totally sullies and destroys the good spirit of gifting. A gift should never have a price tag on it. No one should know what it costs, and no one should ever feel like this person gave me something better, because I could be a multimillionaire and give you a $50,000 Ferrari for your birthday. And then this person over here whose life has been harder on than it has on me, they come in and give you a $50 gold necklace that they had to spend from their paycheck that they live month to month by. All right, that was harder for them to buy than it was for me to buy this Ferrari that I'm writing off on my taxes next month. And actually, I needed a tax write-off, so I just bought this damn Ferrari for you. You know what I'm saying? So just because I gave you a gift that's more expensive, that doesn't make my gift better than the person who gave you something that doesn't cost as much. So never, ever compete in gifting or compare gift values. And that's why I like to give privately, because I don't ever want to give something, just like me, I may own 5, samurai katanas, $50,000 or $60,000 katana, $10,000 katanas from Japan. And I got too many, and you're in the martial arts, so I decided to pass one to you because you've been doing real honorable things. But your parents just buy you a nice outfit that they spend $200-$300 on, and I gift you this katana, and your parents feeling like, what the man? But it was nothing for me to gift that. It was a gift to me. I never even paid for that thing. I'm handing it down to you. It didn't cost me anything to buy it. So my gift isn't better than what your parents bought you, but it can look like that when I do that. So that gift I'm going to do privately, or I'm even going to reveal that, hey, I just want to let you know that this didn't cost me as much as you think it did for me to give it to you. So just because it's a high price gift, I'm rich, dude, or it was gifted to me. So there's nothing to it. That's like, I'm a multi-millionaire. So that car, it didn't even cost me anything. I wrote it on my taxes. Yes, I could have gave it to anybody else, and I gave it to you, but don't feel like it's a greater gift than anything else, because it's not. Because I really don't like you anyway. So that's number 10 there. Do not compete and compare gift values. The intent behind giving a gift to someone is to allow them a moment to feel special, comfortable, safe, and happy through the gift that we offer. For this to occur, we must assure not to attach any self-serving strings to it. We must gift with a pure mind and heart of no expectations of any kind. And most importantly, we must assure that the person who we are gifting is comfortable in denying the gift. Do not intimidate someone to accept your gift, and never accept the gift from someone who's trying to intimidate you to accept it. That is the red flag that it is a gift that takes. Elaborating on that paragraph, one of my greatest philosophies that I like, and you're going to hear me say that a lot about my own philosophy, that I learned about life is we have to allow a person to feel comfortable saying no to us. When we don't allow a person to feel comfortable saying no, we're being a predator to that person. Hey, here's a gift for you. Oh, no, thank you. No, take it. Here, come on, take it. Hey, you want to go to a movie with me? No, I'd rather not. Well, why not? What's wrong with me? You don't like me or something? I'm making her feel uncomfortable saying no. It's just like I got this thing with my nieces and nephews, and if I'm, step nieces, step nephews, and you got a lot of ones that when everybody's saying bye, they'll hug their in-laws and hug their bloodline, and they'll make it to me. And I was new to the family, and they'll come and they'll start walking past, and our parents say, oh, go give Jermaine a hug. And I say, no. You never have to give me a hug, ever. Do you understand me? I'm fine with that. Do not hug me unless you want to do it on your own. I say, now you can fist bump me if you want to. And that you'll see that kid, when they're getting ready to turn, their parent tells them, go hug him. But they're teaching their kid to do something intimate that they don't want to do to this big man. And I'm saying, no, you don't ever do that. If you do not want to hug, you only hug me if you want to come and hug me. And I'm never going to say to them, come here, give me a hug. And even a fist bump, I say, you can fist bump me if you want. Now, they feel safer doing that, so you'll see the kid smile and light up, and they come and fist bump me. And that'll end up being our thing. And having said that, one of these kids who's one in-law, that kid is actually, I would always have that rule with them. They're comfortable saying no to me. And one day he came just bolting in, 6, 7 years old, and just jumped on my lap and hugged me as tight as he could. That was a real hug. That's the type of hug I wanted from my in-laws. I don't want forced hugs that they don't want to give. So that's something really important to remember about the gifts. If we got a gift and offer it to someone, they have every right to say no. We have to allow them to want to say yes. So the only way we can allow them to want to say yes is we have to allow them to feel comfortable saying no and not accepting it. Anybody who tries to make you feel uncomfortable not accepting a gift from them, better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. This gift taker is coming up. A precious moment. When we are able to gift a person that we care for is a very special moment for us. It is when we are living well enough to consider the desires of another before our own and take the steps to make it come true for them. We must have just as much gratitude for being able to give a gift as we do when we receive one. And we all must jointly protect the merit of gifting by banishing the existence of any self-serving intentions when giving and receiving a gift. elaborating on that, everybody wants to be Santa Claus, okay? Everybody wants to give, and a lot of people want to give, so that people are in debt to them, or so that they look rich or they look superior to everybody that they're gifting to. We can never have that mentality when we happen to be fortunate to be in position to say, you know, I'm going to buy Christmas gifts for all my family this year. That means I can afford to do that. He can't afford to do that. She can't afford to do that. So I have to be careful not to become arrogant about that. Oh, here's a present for you, and I got one for you. Yeah, everybody kiss my ass, kiss my foot, and a gift for you and you and you and you. I'm not a special person because I'm doing it. I just happen to be fortunate to be able to do that at that moment. So we still have to look at the fact of the idea of gifting people as a blessing to us to be able to do that, because everybody else can't do that. And at the moments when we can't do that, we compare it to those moments. So being able to gift is a gift to us. But remember, every gift is not a present. All right, and it's not something that you're receiving. It's something that can come back later and take from you. Remember this when it comes to your child. Do not allow people, strangers, even family members, to gift them and make them feel like they're in debt for the gift that they receive. When a gift is given, it's given. That means you owe me nothing for it. I don't want notoriety for it. I don't want admiration for it. You don't owe me time for it or anything like that. This is something that's mine. Now it's yours. That means it never was mine. And that's how we have to look at gifting if we want to keep it appropriate.